Welcome to another video on my Arduino MegaADK for Android without Android. Last time I adjusted for last time on the Android the timer, and I figured and found out that for myself the extension of a delay with slightly more than 1 second is unfeasible. Why? I don't know. I had some problem with timing for some time on the Android, and apart from the timing, it also turned out that my Android has an operating system version 2.2 that is simply too old, or 4.2, whatever. It is too old to combine this with this Arduino. So no Arduino, no Android anymore, and no JavaScript, just Arduino and C. Which brings me to the following. Last time I also started an experiment with controlling a lens lamp on top of a phototransistor. Lens lamp on top and the yellow phototransistor on the bottom, and that should work. Unfortunately, it gives just a glimmer. Now you can see that this is working, and I can put my finger here and that would be working as well, but nothing is guaranteed without a proof. So what I will do is this oscilloscope, and the purple line is the motor that starts and slows down. Then now my finger on top of the photoresistor, excuse me. So this is the photoresistor, yellow line on top. That works. Now if I put a no, let me rephrase, and now I see I have a problem, and I can show you what problem that is, because the blue line is completely flat, and that is because a wire has gone out. So I need to fix that, and then I break another wire, which is not intended, as you will understand, but I need to fix this wire. Which has to go right here if it wishes to cooperate. And it won't. Stubborn wire. That was almost a hit. So how does that work? Well, I shine on this phototransistor and it gets a signal. Now this should stay in there as well, of course. That will be a 6. Now I have to check for the wiring. Phototransistor goes to yeah, that is indeed not a 6, that is a 4, which is correct. but I still get no signal on it, as you can see. So let me use a light source, this one, and remove the other light, shine, and there you go. So that is proof that the phototransistor does work, and that the lighting on top of it, which I now put back, is not really working. So that is one thing I need to work on. And then I have another addition with electronics, but that will have to wait until I get this fixed. So let's focus on that for now. And then, well, looking at the newly attached photo lens lamp that should lighten the phototransistor, I look at the wires and I find that this wire has come off. So let me try to fix it right away. And these are very tender wires. So let's see if this works this time. Does it work at all? Let me straight away fix this wire. And all wiring is really tender. And you can see by the propeller that it is working already. No, it's not in. Just made contact. And this wire is not cooperating, unfortunately. Not the way I would like to see it. So holding it and attaching. Now it holds. And you can see it holds. But how about this? Yes, I can see there is a change in response. So what I want to do is go here and here to actually change the value. So I select the second channel and I say okay. I want one block to be 1 volt, and even that is very noticeable, so I change it. Look at this, 200 millivolts, back to half a volt now. So actually it shows there is a voltage over it. The lamp does work with a very faint glimpse of light. And I want to change that, of course. That the lamp is coming from 8. And I have put it here to signal high. So how much is it really? What I also did, and that was an after recording edition, pin mode 8. Pin mode 8 out, and that is responsible for this one. So now it does give a signal now, but I want to see how far I can go with this analog out. Although high is high, that is a high signal, so it shouldn't be necessary. But this is really not to my liking. That it is half a volt, and even then, no, that's 1 volt. Alright. 0.2 of a volt. Really, really weak. But, okay, it works. Now back to 5 volts, and you can see it barely makes a dent, but it is visible. Okay, it works. Let's go to the next topic. An addition, rewiring, reprogramming. And that is not bad. Well, you'll see. So, time for an extension, and that extension will be this motor with chain, and I will of course control it using something. Well, that something is a potmeter. I will place it right here, since here is an abundance of space, and I will have to wire it. Well, first of all, I need to wire it using plus and minus, and then maybe this location isn't the smartest one, so let me first wire plus and minus. So where can plus go? A very good question. Let's put it here. Then there is one lane distance, so the minus can go from here to, well, the minus obviously, and that can't go not here. I also have to keep in mind that the wiring needs to be straight, perpendicular, so let's put it here. Potmeter goes then here. A little wire goes to the left. Let's put it right here. Looks nice. Then another wire needs to go as close to the board as possible. So I will put it like this, covering the exact distance, although not strictly necessary, because we also need a wire from here to the board. So it is perhaps better to take the wire out and put it right here. Have it here. Or maybe even here. That's even better. And then with this wire I need to go to here somewhere. So let's see if I can manage that. And it is once again a very thin wire. So let's hope it stays in place. And here a problem starts already. So I might need another of those very thin small jump wires to keep it in place. But for now let's do it like this and lead it under all the other wires to, well, let's say a 6, and then see whatever happens. And the motor goes from somewhere to here, and then I realize I need another wire, or I need to put one of these wires straight to the board. So that's another point. How am I exactly going? Oops. So one of the wires goes to the board and one of the wires goes to plus. But how am I going to do that exactly? Good point. Here it is a bit crowded, maybe. So let's see. Okay, so what happened? First of all, as you have seen, I have wired this piece with a potmeter and a wire here, and then a wire that goes straight here. A bit hard to see in the lighting, but it is there. Then my idea was first to wire this motor with chain here and there. But the distance turned out to be too large, so I needed another wire from here to here, and then one wire here in the plus and one wire here on the signal. This is talking, so schematics. And if you've watched my videos before, then you will recognize this. So new is, well, I redrew this a little bit, but first of all, new potmeter, wired plus, wired to ground. This is wired to input A6. Then new port 4 wired to motor, and I should add here with chain, and this should be called with propeller, and this is not the best way to do it, so let's do it and put it like this. Not very beautiful, but it works and that will matters. This one, this, and this one. So now this is clear. Alright. So this is the schematics. And going back here, I have to comment on everything which is which. That makes everything much clearer. Well, here it is clear already. I can... I forgot something I noticed. This won't do anything without this. So I have to copy this line. Constant and log in pin A6. Pin A6. This will work better. I didn't even upload it yet, so potmeter, motor with chain, motor with propeller. And how will it work anyway? Well, so far actually not yet. So I have to analog write something. It has to read in a value. So let's do that. Analog read, analog in pin A6. And let's assign this to integer pot, I don't care. So now pot gets the integer of the read-in from the potmeter. And then say analog write. And then we get, which one was it? 4, I think. Am I right with that? Yes, analog write 4 with pot. And let's see whatever happens here. Who knows? Maybe I'm making a big mistake, but we'll see. Yes, of course, semicolon. It's C after all. Alright. Oh, and of course I want to see what it will do. So serial dot print potmeter is and serial dot print line pot. That's even better. So let's see. Alright, so now I have wired it, and a little check showed that the value to be read is 0. So now I want to see if that is just this brown wiring to A6 or that it is something else, and I've already turned this potmeter, which gives absolutely nothing. So in comes this little wire, which I am going to put right here. Move, which probe shall I take? Well, let me use this one. So that will be visible on probe on line 4 of the probe. And there is absolutely nothing visible except for that. So what is visible anyway? And as we can see, there is a signal when I turn it. But let's take 4 now, channel 4, and that is alright, 0.2 of a volt. And I can tell you this is way too little to have the motor run. On the other hand, although look at those values. Alright, back to ordinary 5 volts. So what can I do about that? Well, I can also measure, not just this, also here at the motor, and that motor or that signal is exactly the same. And I should change that because in my other projects with the motors I use a mapping, and that mapping is missing here, so that is for next time, and then I have to see if that is really working. For now I'm out of time. So what did I do? Well, I found out that this this lens lamp and photoresistor does give a signal, but it is very low voltage. Some wiring problems again, letting go, and I have to fix. And addition new wire, which gives a very low voltage, to my surprise. Left turn or right turn doesn't matter. This is 5 volts, but it doesn't show at all. So whether it's my coding that is wrong or this potmeter that is wrong, I can't tell right now. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please follow me on, subscribe to my channel, like the video, give it thumbs up, and leave a comment if you like. Much appreciated. You can also follow me on Twitter. Retweet and like, leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram. Like and leave a comment. Please donate to keep videos coming to you. Much appreciated. You can also become a patron and have your name mentioned somewhere on my website, and depending on your pledge, also with a video or videos. And this is going to be continued. Bye bye.